everyone, and welcome back to another Gen Mouse 45 video. Welcome. Today I'm going to be discussing with you all a new RWBY OC team that was created by myself, which my other account of course is jen.cosplays45, and also a friend of mine wants to remain anonymous, but I'm just going to refer them as a RWBY superfan because that's what they are, just like me. We're both super fans. So, these are some characters we've been creating and building off of since, I think, July 2023, somewhere around there, like end of summer 2023. So, I'm going to be introducing you all to Team Jalapeno, so it's JAPO, but it's Jalapeno. The color in the background is actually, that like burgundy color is actually for jalapeno. I forget the hex code. I was just looking it up and just forgot, but that's all good. Okay, and I only have two of the characters, like official art pieces, if you will. But for now, I'm going to be using some Pit Crew photos that I created of the characters. So you'll definitely want to check out later on, once we get the art done and everything. We'll definitely have those pictures up there as like the Wattpad cover art, maybe as an Instagram post, of course, with proper credit to the artist, so y'all can go check out their work. So, but yes, we're using Pit Crew. So here we go, a little introduction of Team Jalapeno. Alrighty, so here is the first member of Team Jalapeno. This is Jasper Polendina, and the reason why that might sound familiar is because you've probably seen her maybe a couple times on this channel, maybe on my cosplay, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, as well as Wattpad. She has her own, currently 8 chapters of her story. So you definitely want to check out her story before reading Team Jalapeno, because there's going to be like a couple flashback moments in that as well. And you might also want to be caught up on RWBY, I should say too. Alright, so this is Miss Jasper Polendina. She is about 20 years old, and she is 5'1". Her birthday is December 5th, which is a Sagittarius. Her weapon includes a cherry blossom scythe that she calls Crescent Blossom. And her semblance is Cherry Blossom Burst. And she has a pink aura. So similar to RWBY, who we're going to get into here in a minute. So instead of like Crescent Rose, she has Crescent Blossom. It's a pink and white scythe. And then instead of red rose petals, whenever Jasper uses similar, speed, it's cherry blossom petals that follow her, and they also smell like cherry blossoms as well. So, some fun facts, of course. Jasper is the team leader of Jalapeno. The superfan was able to point this out, which was interesting, which was Summer Rose. So, real quick, Jasper is the adoptive daughter of Ruby Rose and Penny Polendina. So, Jasper was adopted back in Atlas. She was created by Petro, and using RWBY and actually Jean Arc's aura was able to be created, but Ruby and Penny adopted her together. So that's Adults for Life. So what we know is Summer Rose would technically be Jasper's grandmother, and Summer Rose was the team leader of Team Stark back in the day. And then you have Ruby Rose, who coincidentally is the team leader of Team RWBY. And now you have Jasper, who is now the leader of Team Jalapeno, so it's going to go back and back. And you'll see a moment in the story, I'm not going to say where this is brought up, so little fun facts, yes. Penny Polendina, Ruby Rose, she's the adoptive daughter. So because jalapenos are kind of spicy, I like to think of them, especially when writing like personality-based, Jasper is like the sweetest spice, like it leaves a nice little sweet spiciness in your mouth. She doesn't have like a temper. She's like, she wants to be friends with everybody. You'll see that in the story. She's just like, let me be your friend. Let me introduce myself. So that's Jasper in a nutshell. Jasper identifies as bisexual, and her favorite food is pancakes. Yum. So there is our team leader of Team Jalapeno. Alright, next up we have Auburn Wren. So this is the oldest son of Lai Ren and Nora Valkyrie. Auburn is 18 years old and is 5'6". His birthday is on September 20th, making him a Virgo. He also has a hammer. I'm contemplating the grenade launcher. I feel like Nora would have convinced him to get one, but he does have a hammer named Stormbringer. And he also has Ren's dagger, so the dagger that Ren received from his father during the events of like Volume 4, like in that flashback, whenever Ren got the dagger, Ren passed that dagger down to Auburn right before Auburn went to Sanctuary Academy is what the new school is called. And then Auburn's semblance is called Storm Swirl, where he can swing the hammer around and around, spinning like a ballerina. The audio I always think of whenever I'm writing it down, and create like a thunderstorm. And he has a reddish-orange aura. Fun facts about Auburn: he is the fighter in the group. He's strong-willed and determined. He's very gung-ho about fighting, which you can definitely see that side with Nora in him, because they did train quite a bit when he was younger. So, again, oldest son of Lyran and Nora Valkyrie. He's the spiciest of spice. He doesn't like taking no for an answer. He's got a lot of personality. He just doesn't know, like, when to rein it in, so to speak. He's kind of like, he's not like a loose cannon. Like, he knows when to keep it under control, but sometimes, like, not his temper, but he just gets, like, kind of fired up if something rubs him the wrong way, or he gets very passionate about something. That's probably a better way to explain it. Like, he gets very passionate about protecting someone or doing the right thing. Then he'll just, like, become this, like, little spicy fireball. That's how I'm gonna start referring to Ren. I gotta put that in the chat later on. Auburn identifies as gay, and his favorite food are these spicy noodles. So takes on the spice. I'm gonna try not to do a baby voice when talking about the perfect child that they are, which is Peridot Zayden. So Peridot, they is 18 years old, and he is 6'2". He a tall boy. Actually, I think Auburn's supposed to be tall. I'll figure it out later. Subject to change, still a work in progress, but at least wanted to introduce you all before the story came out. But yes, back to Peridot. Peridot Zayden was born on August 6th. That makes him a Leo. His weapons are claws, that he likes to call gem claws. They're like these bright green claws that he can use. His semblance is called Earth Detect, and he has a yellow-greenish aura, so he's able to detect the earth around him. He can move the earth, like kind of create like a little earthquake. He can feel like if there's people or animals like on the surface or underground. So, and then he has his claws that he can use to dig and attack, mostly close-ranged attacks. Fun facts about Peridot: he is quiet and reserved, but when he needs to speak up, he is smart-sounding. I could have found a better word for that. I was probably making this late last night. So he's very quiet and reserved. He's like a thinker type of thing, and then whenever he does speak up, he kind of knows what he says. So he's kind of like me in a way, like the observer, and then whenever he needs to speak up, like people listen. So not quite like me. That first part was me. But whatever. It's Peridot. So Peridot is actually the adoptive child of Xion Zayden. So for those that have seen RWBY Ice Queendom, you know that there was a new character. So yes, that is his caretaker, guardian, I think is the word that I use quite a bit. So Xion was able to adopt Peridot at an orphanage. So Peridot's going to go back into their backstory, and it's so sad. And I think that's why I love him so much. Not the baby boys trying to come out. No. Curb it down. I absolutely adore him to pieces. Peridot's like a mild spice. He's not like low spice, but he has his moments. I mean, we all have moments where we're individuals. I can't really say that because Peridot is also a Faunus. I think he's the only Faunus in the team. I try not to make him too much like Team RWBY, but I feel like that kind of came out that way. But Peridot is a mole Faunus. That's why he has Earth Detect and Claws. So he's has that attribute as well. So Peridot identifies as pansexual, and Peridot's favorite food is sweet potatoes. Can never go wrong with sweet potatoes. Okay, and last but not least, we have Onyx Ren. Yay! Which I'm gonna have to share her TikTok here in a minute, hopefully. So Onyx Ren, real quick, is the youngest daughter of Lyran and Nora Valkyrie. So she's so So the youngest daughter, and then the youngest sister of Auburn. So they're the sibling duo, if you will. Onyx goes by she, they. She is 16 and is 5'4". Her birthday is on December 21st, making her Sagittarius. Her weapon is a bow and arrow, which is called Pure Flight. And her semblance is called Accurate Aim, and she has a black aura. Funny story about the bow and arrows. So whenever I was talking with the super fan, we were coming up with like characters, and we were talking about designs and all that. They pointed out, they're like, wait a minute, like didn't Ren's father, so again, going back to season 4, because that's totally not my favorite season, sarcastic, but you know, during the whole fight against the scary grim creature that I can't remember the name of, but I still have nightmares. Anybody? He used a bow and arrow to help defeat. And I didn't make that connection until they brought it up, and I was like, wait a minute, you're right. Like, oh my gosh, so Auburn has Ren's dagger, which was passed down, and then Onyx is using bow and arrows. Not like the same one, because I have a feeling it's probably gone. But, you know, bow and arrows of, like, her own. So, it was like so cool to see the correlation. Then I'm sitting there like trying not to cry. It's like, oh my gosh. So yeah. Fun facts, like I said, for youngest daughter of Ren and Nora Valkyrie, she is a very subtle spice. Like, you know that whenever you eat something that's supposedly spicy, but at first you don't feel it, and all of a sudden it creeps up on you. That's Onyx. So she's very darkly colored clothes. She's not like a goth or emo kid. She's kind of shy and reserved. She always has her nose in a book, same, that kind of thing. So, but whenever she's fighting, like she doesn't make a lot of noise. She tries to remain very nimble, very quiet. And then all of a sudden it's like she's right there, like right in your face, or shooting her arrow at you with accurate aim. So very subtle, like that nature. Onyx identifies as lesbian, and her favorite food is ice cream. And that wraps up Team Jalapeno. Like I said before, we'll have official artwork later on down the road, and all that fun stuff. But I do want to say real quick, Team Jalapeno's story will be available on Gen Mouse 45 on Wattpad. The first part is set out to come out in February 2024. I feel like we're pretty strong, even if we release a couple chapters, because I think we're trying to do 12 chapters per part, and there's going to be 4 parts total. Don't know when the other 3 are coming out. I'm just doing the one part, seeing what the reception's like, and then we'll go from there. But it has been a lot with re-world building, if that makes sense, because Team Jalapeno's story takes place like headcanonly after, like, you know, RWBY defeats Salem, the gods come back, they're like, you can keep Remnant, it's fine, but then they have to rebuild Remnant. So that's what this academy is Sanctuary Academy. So they're going to train these new folks to help bring peace to the people and stuff. So there will be a lot of backstory in the story. I just wanted to go over like the characters, the main 4, if you will. There will be side characters, there will be all kinds of stuff. So I've thought of it a lot. So hopefully you'll be able to check out Gen Mouse 45 on Wattpad. Make sure to leave a follow, it helps a lot. And then yeah, it'll come out February 2024. So it'll be like 1 chapter per week, so whatever 12 weeks after February is, I don't know, like April, May? Hopefully before May, because then that's my mental illness challenge, oh gosh. Oh gosh. There will be cosplay videos and pictures of Team Jalapeno on Gen.cosplays45, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I know I have a bunch of accounts, I'm so sorry. But yes, I've already been sharing TikToks. I actually got to share Onyx's TikTok here in a little bit. I'm going to have photos, collage photos, and YouTube. I think we're going to be sharing the shorts and all that. And we also have a Discord server if you want to come know more about the teams. I think there's all kinds of random stuff that I just throw in there. So a place to chat about the story once it comes out, help with anything if you want. Constructive criticism is always nice. So we do have a Discord server. Please message Jen.cosplays45 to join. Just say, hey, I want to join the Team Jalapeno server, and I will get you that Discord link. So the only requirement is you have to be 18 years or older to join, and I feel like too, you have to be a nice person as well. So it's a constructive criticism. And yeah, that wraps up Team Jalapeno. Thank you all so much again for watching. Can't wait to see what their adventures are like. Can't wait to see what y'all think about Team Jalapeno and all that. So stay tuned. So just want to say thank you again for watching. And as always, peace, love, and kindness. Bye, everyone.